Hey, Wages World, what is happening? What's crack-a-lackin'? Hope everybody's doing good. I need somebody to give me a 5 for 5 as I get started here, if you could. I am currently mobile right now. We are visiting my in-laws. We are actually in Tennessee right now, so I just want to let this happen. So I want to make sure you guys get an update, if you could. But yeah, so can you give me a over 5 for 5? Good, because guys, I brought my Bluetooth headphones and mic, and for whatever reason my mic's not working, so I'm using the actual computer mic. I could probably figure it out, but I didn't want to take the time away from you guys to try to do that. So, all right. Well, thanks guys for being here. Please share this out. This is not something I planned on doing tonight. I actually was going to do an edited video for you guys because I'm mobile. I was going to post it as a premiere so I could talk to you guys in chat. But I'm always timid to go live when I'm mobile because the Wi-Fi isn't always the greatest and it will affect buffering and all that stuff. So I didn't want to take a chance for that, but we're going to do that anyway. So if that does happen, I apologize. I'm going to try to keep the tabs to a minimum. So that might take me a couple seconds to boot a few things up. But other than that, we should be good to go. All right, guys. Yeah, so if you guys remember 2 days ago when I talked to you, we were talking about a geomagnetic storm hitting. If you guys go back and watch my previous video, we did get to a G1 here, and there were a lot of people that thought this was over. Oh my goodness, Planet Hermit, what are you doing, bud? Wow, thank you. Thank you so much for that. 20 gifted memberships. Wow. That's big, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. On that note, real quick, though, guys, I think I will try to do some sort of a members only here. I'm in Tennessee and I'm in Gatlinburg. I'll be able to show you guys some things, so we might do that for like a half hour, just so you guys can kind of see where I'm at right now. I think it'd be kind of cool if you guys want to see that. But thank you, Planet Hermit. As always, you're just the bomb. Honestly, you're so cool. Thank you. So let me get back into this. I will stop and say hi to everybody here in just a few minutes. But this is a very, very big storm. Okay, I don't think anybody out there was calling this a G4 but me. um, and I take a chance every time I do that of being just like completely wrong. But I've noticed this year that it's just kind of crazy. Well, thank you, Ron. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. Truly do. Thank you. Awesome. Yes, and it's awesome that, thank you for actually saying thank you for the getting a gifted membership. It's important to say, really to say thanks. It truly is. Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. You got a gifted one, but thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right. Guys, this is an 8 on the KP. The KP is the indice that we measure geomagnetic storms with. It's an indice that they've come up with, and it's, obviously we created the indice so we could measure things. And as you can see, when we get to an 8 on the KP, it goes to a G4 on the solar storm. That's what that means. And this is just like any other thunderstorm warning system that we have. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I had to take a drink. I'm still recovering here. My mouth gets dry real quick, and if I cough, I do apologize. But when we get there to an 8, this is significant, and again, I do think that this arrived a little bit later than what they thought. Matter of fact, I'm almost positive that's what happened. Because I was talking to you guys here when I showed you guys this on my last stream. We got to a 4+, which is, a G1 storm. We talk about that stuff all the time, right? It doesn't really affect a whole lot of things, so it increases Aurora. And we are seeing more conditions, I guess, on the downside of things, on lower level storms now, such as Starlink satellites falling out of the sky and stuff like that when they launch during these conditions. But I don't think there was anybody else out there that was saying this could get to a G4 but me. And the reason I say that, and I'm saying this because not to give myself any kind of credit, because I don't. That's not what I do. I think anybody that knows me knows that I don't do that. I say that because I really thought that was a real possibility, and I wanted you guys to know that. They were calling this a G3, so it really wasn't that big of a stretch to get to a G4, right? So with that being said, as you can see here, the geomagnetic storm, as of right now, we are not in a geomagnetic storm. The storm is hit, it's subsiding. It doesn't mean that we're not going to go back into it, okay? We've seen the wake of these storms put us into a G4 before. Now, the wake would be the back end of it, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at a few things here and just kind of look. But I want to point something else out here too. Look at this thing. Guys, that is a very, very large coronal hole. And I don't know that anybody anywhere has mentioned this because of the other stuff that's going on. We have to pay attention to these coronal holes, and in my opinion, one of the biggest reasons, anytime we have especially sizable coronal holes facing Earth, the likelihood of seismic activity just goes straight through the roof. Okay? It just does. It's in the data. Nobody can argue that. Now, when I say seismic activity, I'm talking any and all seismic activity. From earthquakes to geysers to volcanic eruptions, all that stuff. It affects it. We see upticks. If it could be earthquake swarms. Now, am I saying, hey, Siggy, good to see you, bud. Am I saying that this coronal hole is causing all that? No. What I'm saying is it's part of the formula that causes things. There's very few things in this world that's caused by one single thing. Now, I will say this, if we get hit with like a Carrington event size or bigger CME, of course, that one thing could really jack some stuff up. But on a normal basis, as we're just sitting here living life, you better understand that this is just one aspect of what causes things. It's just part of it. So to totally discount something like this is a mistake. And I know that there's some people out there saying, oh, the sun doesn't affect that. Well, let me tell you something, guys. The sun affects everything. It really, truly does. Everything. Up to and including our mood. I just showed you guys an article during it was an abstract. It was a research paper done by very intelligent people. It was a published article. It was done by multiple different researchers. And they published it, right? And that article was talking about the likelihood of a superflare. Yeah, a superflare. And they found that in our galaxy, superflares happen on stars like ours once every 100 years. Now, let me point something out though. If our sun has a superflare, now I don't even say if, it will at some time have a superflare. What matters is what direction that superflare comes off the sun. Now, in a superflare type of scenario, everything in our solar system will be affected no matter what direction something like that fires off the sun. But if it fires off the backside, not directly at us, it most certainly will not be like a grid down situation. We would probably see some geomagnetic storming. Massive radiation storm would hit because the protons would get sucked over to us by magnetics. Okay, on a big super flare like that, we would definitely see things like that. Okay, but would it be the end all be all? No, it doesn't have to be. Now, if it's facing at us and we get a super flare or whatever, and in that paper they were talking a flare that was 50 times stronger than the Carrington event. So let me remind you what happened in the Carrington event. The Carrington event, what did it do? There were telegraphs being sent with no power. They were still propagating through the air just because there was so much geomagnetism. Lines were catching on fire in the operator's hands. I mean, it was a mess, okay? Now, you get something like that today, 50 times stronger, we're talking some pretty significant stuff. And, I don't typically go all the way to that end of it, because the chances of something like that happen are there and they are real. But we have to be real when we're saying, because you're going to hear some people talk about this same very article I just talked about, and they're going to say, well, the Earth should expect a super flare once every 100 years. No, that is not what that article said. That article said stars like ours are expected to have a super flare every 100 years. It says nothing about which direction it fires off the sun. So we have to keep that in mind. We have to be real. We cannot go the extra step and try to do this just to get people to do whatever. No. It's a mistake when people do that. Okay, so now with the G4. Now with this coronal hole facing us though, we have to pay attention that that's going to send space weather our way too. That'll get here in about 3 days. This itself has a chance of putting us into geomagnetic storming and will increase our aurora. That's a fact. And again, guys, this isn't just one hole. There's one here too. So we're going to have a whole lot at the same time. And believe it or not, these coronal holes can kind of help steer CMEs too. Remember, we're talking magnetics. What's coming at us from the sun when stuff flies out of the sun? It's highly charged particles. Key word there is charged. It has a magnetic charge. Negative, positive. So if the fields inside the coronal hole stream are different than what a CME is and it's close to it, it will draw to each other. If they're opposite, it'll push away. So these things do have a tendency to steer CMEs. So we'll be watching for CMEs to kind of fire off around these things and see what happens. Okay? Okay. Now, let me show you the... Let's see here. We're back on the 26th, I believe. I think so. Let's see. Today's the 1st. No, it wasn't the 26th. Let's go to the next day. Was this it? It might have been on the 28th. Come on. And I know things are running slow here. It's because I'm mobile, guys. Sorry. Not a whole lot I can do about that. I think it was on the 26th when we had the bigger eruptions. So let me take you back to that. Here's the 26th. Yeah, I'm seeing some of the bigger... We had halo eruptions and the whole get, right? So let me... let's just go down here and I'll do it this way. That way I'm sure you see what I'm seeing. Here's the 27th. Was this it? It might have been. But yeah, those are halos. Well, partial halos. But I just wanted to show you. I already showed it to you guys yesterday, I think, or the day before. Let's look at this one on Christmas Day. No, that wasn't it. It might have been. Was it this one? Nope. I showed it to you guys the other day. I'm not going to try to find this right now because I don't want to waste your guys' time. But again, if you want to see that, just go back to the previous video. I showed it to you guys then. But I just wanted to make sure you guys seen it and was able to understand what we're talking about, what's hitting us. It is a CME from a flare. And if you remember, Dr. Tony Phillips actually reported on it too. So maybe I can take this back a couple days. Oops. Let's go back to December. And we'll go to, what, the 29th, I guess? I don't know. Let's just go there and see what we get. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. Huh. December. Oh, it's because I didn't change the year. Yeah, we're not at 2025 that far yet. Let's go here. Well, here it is. Okay? So here's the sun, right? There's where the flares happened. So those flares happened there, and that's where the CMEs came from. So I just wanted you guys to be able to see that. If you guys would, give me a roll call in there real quick. You guys are awesome, by the way. So just give me a general region where you're at. Right now, I'm in Tennessee, guys. I'm from Indiana, and I'm in Tennessee spending some good time with my family. That's one thing we can't take advantage anymore, guys. We really have to pay attention to that as we get older. And I know most people start to realize that when they get older. But it's always good to point it out. So, you know, And they're actually in there playing the game right now, and I'm trying to get through this real quick so I can get in there and spend some time with them. So anyway, let me just get to it, right? So anyway, so we got to an 8 here on the KP. Now that directly is a G4. But if we remember, these are 3-hour averages, right? So let's go look at 30-minute averages, and what you're going to see is probably going to shock you a little bit. Don't be shocked though, okay? We were at G5 level for, actually over a G5 level for over a half hour. So if you look here, this almost got to a 10. A KP of 9 or an HP of 9 would be a G5 storm. We stayed close enough to a G4 here for a good 3 hours. So that's significant. So we have to pay attention and understand what's going on with that too. But so there's that. I just wanted to point that out because I always show you guys this to show you how big something could actually get. And it can get there real quick. We don't always understand it. It actually did go that far, right? Not very many people will show you that graph I just showed you. It's a German website. It's a German space agency, and they use that. They use all of it, but at the same time. Now, they did redo this one, and we've had a couple other eruptions, guys. So we are expecting another hit in between the 4th and 5th. So if we watch this, you see this CME pops off right here? I think there were 2 of them. So watch what happens here. See how that? Now, again, this is not a heavy hitter. All right? This is not a massive CME. We just got another one coming. It looks like it'll be about 20 on the density. At least this is what NOAA is saying. NOAA is the official forecast, just so you guys understand that. All right, where are we all from, guys? Let's see here. South Carolina. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you. Callan, Minnesota, North Carolina, Pearl. Siggy, what's up, my brother? South Florida, baby. Stephanie Munoz, H-Town, Texas, baby. I'm assuming Houston. Mark Lewis, what's up? British Columbia. Good to see my Canucks in here. Love it. What's up, Idaho? Sandy? Heck yeah. Eastern Washington. That's right. One of the best mods and one of the best people walking the planet right now. Miss Dragon. Go check her out. She's got a channel too. Head over that way, guys, and check her channel out when you're done here. Good stuff over there. Always smile. Always smile. You won't walk away from that channel frowning, that's for sure. Let's see here. Snormus, Washington. Never heard of that before, Kyle. Interesting. Hey, Jeremy. El Paso, Texas. North Carolina, Knox Bennett. There's the famous Planet Hermit. Greetings from West Central Minnesota. I know I say it all the time. I'm a dad, so please forgive me. Anyway, let's see here. Ban everything. What a name, Louisiana. What a name. Love it. What's up, CA? Scrappy Cat. Okay, Elizabeth Ratcher. Let's see here. Trenton, Ontario, Canada. Stephen A., the famous, or infamous, or whatever you want to say, is in the house. All right. You guys are awesome. I really do. You guys always make me smile. Always. Okay. So, we do have another one coming. Now, let me show you guys the Aurora, what we can expect for Aurora. Guys, if you're listening to my voice right now, please, 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 if you get any Aurora photography, because I expect to see stuff from Florida, maybe even further south. On storms like this, that happens, okay? I don't, come over here to Dr. Tony Phillips and you will see. Let's just take it back to, let's just redo that just like that. Come on. Come on. Oh, you gonna make me do all that? They are, aren't they? Oh, man. Okay, you got me here. Happy New Year's, by the way, guys. Happy New Year's. Can't be sad. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Okay. January 2nd, 2024. No, I want 2025. Where's 2025 at? It's not even on there. Wow. I guess I'm going to have to X out of that and just go back into it. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. I can do that. It's not a big deal. There we go. Okay. So, come over here and check out this website. It's spaceweather.com. He's going to show you some awesome aurora photography from, that one is from New Zealand. Finladder is the person's name who got it, who took that picture. But that's pretty cool, guys. I mean, we're going to see some awesome stuff. So if you guys get them and you want to send them to me, please send them my way. Hey, Hilly, good to see you, brother. I've been checking out your Hanukkah coverage. It's pretty cool, man. I appreciate that. I really do. I haven't been able to be there live, but I've been watching on the replays. Love you, brother. You're awesome, man. All right. Let's see here. So, let me show you the Aurora now. And let's do that real quick. Like, I'm going to go to the Aurora dashboard. Guys, you could go to any NOAA space weather channel. And what you're going to find, if you scroll down to the bottom, you're going to find all these links. And it's a lot of the models I show you, plus you have dashboards. I'm going to always show you the Space Weather Enthusiast dashboard, which is the one we were just looking at. Now I'm going to show you the Aurora. So, here we go. Now, this is tonight's forecast. They're expecting the brunt of this to be over, okay, which is why they've tailed this back some. And as of right now, we're actually not even in a geomagnetic storm. We've fallen out of that level, but it can go up at any time. So let me run this model, North and South Pole. And as this thing loads, or is it? Is it going to load? Doesn't look like it's loading. Huh. That's interesting. Let me refresh it. Try it again. Yeah, that thing's not loading at all. Okay, well, maybe we'll go to a different dashboard. Maybe I'll try to figure it out a different way here. Hold on, give me 1 second, and we'll do that, okay? Let's go back to the Space Weather Enthusiast. We'll at least look at the North Pole, I guess. See if this one will load up. Those aren't loading up, guys. So, probably what's happening, I don't know why, but the model's not working right now. So, it could have something to do with the space weather or the solar storm hitting. It really could. So we'll just leave it at that. Now, I do want to show you what the sun looks like right now. And we will go to there really, really quick here. Let's go to, let's see here. Where's it at? Oh my gosh. Ugh, man, that makes me mad when I can't find that. Let's see. There it is. Okay. This is GOES. Now, you guys know I can't show you SDO yet because it's still down. But as you can tell here, this is, let's see if it does anything here. Is it going to load? It's loading kind of slow, but it's loading. But this is extreme ultraviolet, and as you can see this right here, you know, this is the 171. We're just looking at a specific gas. Nothing too impressive here, I have to say, other than we got this big, large filament kind of standing up. If that thing releases, that will be a CME, and it probably will come at us. Now, this is actually kind of impressive, too. There may have been an eruption there that I didn't see. It may be before this time run. Okay? Maybe, maybe not. Let's check out this one. This is the 131. I show you guys this one a lot when I'm trying to show you solar flares. But this is also showing the coronal holes pretty well, too. Now remember, when we look at specific angstroms of light, we're looking at specific gases. So that's why these look different. Okay? When we look at like the 304, it's ionized helium. I'm not sure what the 131 is, but this one tends to show us different visuals that kind of highlight the flaring, but it also will show us CME plasma leaving the sun also. But it doesn't look like we have a whole lot right this second, but just like with this past storm, guys, that can change with the snap of a finger. Hey, Trish, good to see you. Stephanie Munoz in the house. Okay. But other than that, guys, I don't have much more for you right this second. Again, guys, I'm in Tennessee spending time with family. I'll be here for the next couple days, and we're going to head back home. We were all really, really sick, so we weren't sure if we were even going to be able to make it. But we did. We didn't want to get anybody sick, so we were making sure we were well enough to be able to not get people contagious and get the people we love sick. So, but we were able to make it down here, and we are here spending some good time with my in-laws, my wife's parents. They're wonderful people. And we're going to spend the next few days here, and I'll be back home probably Saturday. But I'll probably do at least 1 or 2 shows in between then. I really, truly do want to do at least a short members-only stream while I'm here. Because I'm in Gatlinburg is where I'm at. And that's where Dollywood's at and a lot of other things. At night right now, they've got lights on everything because it's close. It was close to the holidays, all that kind of stuff. But yeah. But get over and check out all the channels I always talk about, guys. That's really all I got for you. But if you guys get into Aurora photography, please send it my way. Mods, I love you guys. You guys rock. Planet Hermit, thank you. And was it Steven that left the super chat? Let me see. I can't remember who left the super chat. I am sorry. Is it still on the screen? Let me look. I think it might be. Ron Lowry, that's right. Sorry, Ron. Sorry I forgot that was you were the one that left that. But thank you for the super chat, and thank you for saying thanks to anybody that gave it to you. I mean, that's so important. In our society, we tend to just take for granted, It's not good. Not a good thing. Not a good look. But, okay. So, let's do this. And again, guys, I will be here if anything pops off, I promise. If anybody's sick, prayers for you. I always pray for you guys anyway. Hey, John, good to see you, bud. Southeast Texas here. That's right. That's right. Southeast Texas. Okay, guys. I will see you guys either later on tomorrow or if something happens between then. I'll try to do one. When my in-laws and my wife and everybody goes to bed, I'm usually up anyway. So I'll probably do a show in the middle of the night sometime. Okay? So kind of look for that. Guys, please click your bells and again, guys, I love all you guys. My moderators rock. And if anybody has a channel, feel free to drop your link in there. At always. Surgery, what's up? Okay, guys. God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink this Kool-Aid.